Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. It's time again for us to just casually go on through some stages. So, I wanted to test a certain somebody's stacking ability. That, of course, being Fat BUU, right? I am not really familiar for how really high his defensive levels could get, which is what we're kind of going to try to do today, right? We're in a fight that's not terribly long, but it's not really that short either. This should be fine, right? Yeah, right. And I felt like we could probably get like a decent showing out of him. We can use Baby today. I'm probably gonna hold off on using Omega's domain until we're at least in the second phase. Does Omega's domain actually, does it buff this Broly at all? Let me just check. It buffs Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, GT bosses, so no, it should be fine. But we're probably going to wait to use that until we're at least about to be done with the second phase. Remember, this fight does have locking in it, so I'm going to really hope we don't have a situation where Fat BUU gets locked like onto rotation. I just want him to kind of sit in slot 3, stack up a bit, be able to revive for us when we need it. That's all I'm really going to ask of him. I don't need him to do much of anything else. Oh, we're going to go right into the locking phase right now. Yeah, okay. Sure. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's not good. We're gonna have to rely on Baby without big bad bosses. Okay. Because I think this Broly hits a little too hard for us to put Fat BUU in the front. Don't like that. But nothing else we can really do about it. Baby is gonna have the extra 20% damage reduction from both the Omega supports, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Okay, Baby, I do need you to dodge, buddy. Okay, so we failed 70% dodges. That's fine. This is going to bump us up to 80% dodge, so at least Baby should be fine now. Hey, Baby, that's an 80% dodge you just missed, buddy. What? Hello? Where's my 80% dodge? This guy doesn't have dodge canceling until later. Where did it go? Also, I think Baby might be kind of bad, like his grade 8 for the final stage of this. Because remember, it's like guaranteed 2 turns, right? So that's, and an active skill attack. So that is potentially 6 or 7 attacks. Yeah, 6, 7 attacks. Potentially more that he's going to be able to do against Broly. Remember, and every single time Broly does get hit, he does get more stats. So that would be kind of bad. I wish we, had more HP, but somebody ate it all. I'm actually fine with Omega getting pushed off here. Especially now that the other Omega is going to come onto this rotation. I'd rather heal up a bit. We took kind of too much damage for my liking. The next turn is kind of bad. I'm debating... Okay, it's either we bank on Baby again, right, in slot 1. Because I'm pretty sure the Super Saiyan Broly doesn't have dodge canceling yet either. I think he only gets dodge canceling once he's in this final phase. That's when he starts dodge canceling. But I think it should be completely fine. But like Baby, him failing at 80% dodges does not make me very happy, I will say. I'm just hoping that when we get towards the end of the fight, we can drop a really highly stacked Goku Black active on Broly's face, and that'll do crazy amounts of damage. We're also definitely going to use Golden Frieza's active there as well. So that'd be good. Because, like, what we could also do is if we were, like, I guess, really scared, we could just die with Fat BUU, like, right at the start here. I guess it will depend on how many times Baby's gonna get hit. Because if it's, like... If it's one hit, and all we need is Baby just to dodge one time in slot 1, which would be the super, I think I'd be okay with that. Otherwise, I think it's better to just let Fat BUU die. And then to get, Omega onto the rotation. Because now we only have one Omega support buff up. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Alright, let's just have him die. Let's try to utilize Fat BUU here. Get him killed off. Let's do that. Okay. Because I don't think we'd be okay. We would have to dodge so many times. Oh, he died to the AoEs anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter. Okay. Okay, so if he dies to the AoEs after getting some supers off, that's not, like, a great sign. I guess, granted, you could say, oh, but it's still only one Omega passive up. I mean, like, yeah. But, it's not what we'd like to see. And this should be the Omega that we have the passive for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's let Gogeta drop a hammer. Us reviving does mess up Broly's script, though, so I do wonder where he's gonna super attack. But this should be a pretty good rotation. I don't foresee us dying, especially because Gogeta's gonna give the, what, 150% support to the entire rotation. Yeah, he's also gonna do pretty good damage. My thing is, with us having Fat BUU's revive out now, what does that say for his defense against this AoE? He does get an additional 100% defense, he does get guard. We're gonna have the domain back up, so we're gonna cancel out Broly's territory. Because I would want to avoid having to use the Ghost Usher. I would rather use that against the final phase Broly. That's what I would rather do. So I'm gonna hope that we can. We should be able to. Because I think that, if anything, I just use Baby's Great Ape, right? That way we don't really have to worry about Fat BUU dying to potential AoEs, and then we could float Fat BUU off. And then we shouldn't see him again by the end of the fight. Right, because, like, if we float him off, and then on this next turn, while keeping his Ghost Usher, when he does eventually show back up on this rotation, we can then use his Ghost Usher in slot 3, and then never have to see him again for the rest of the fight. Which should be enough for us to win. Then we'll be like Golden Frieza active, everything like that. It should be enough. Actually, are we gonna be able to get babies? KO screen? I think so. Next to Omega. Oh. Yeah, you know, I think this is fine. Just use this here, because it would not help us against the final phase Broly. We would just buff Broly too much. I would just rather not have to deal with that. How much does this do? Oh, Baby's gonna take us into the next phase, actually. Okay. Is that fine? Am I okay with that? You know, I think I am okay with that. Because then that would give us the first turn of Broly, or he's at his weakest. We can get Fat BUU out of here with a Ghost Usher. Right, and just have a free turn. Then we would have Golden Frieza's turn with Omega and Sin. Then we'd be able to use another active skill attack with with Fusion Zamasu. It's not going to do that much damage, though, because we're not going to be under the HP threshold. At that point, it would just be better to use Goku Blacks, because at least he would get defense. Remember, the baby's giant form does last for 2 turns, so we are going to get another turn of this. So, baby's 100% going to push us into the next phase. I think. Pretty good damage, though, to be honest. Oh, okay. One more. This is all we need to go to the next phase. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, if we want to like 100% guarantee it'd be fine, if Broly just didn't really attack in slot 3, I think we would win. No, well, my thing is, would Omega live the super? Because I'm gonna have to put Omega at slot 1. Maybe it would just be better to Ghost Usher right away here. Because us having to float off an Omega means he doesn't have 1 stack of his 18 key. I think with his 18 key he would be fine. There's the super attack. Yeah, super attacks right away. Okay, and 1 in slot 2. Oh. Ah, only problem is there's so many attacks in slot 3 though. Oh, that's really bad for Frieza. That's the big problem with that. That's the only issue I'm seeing with that. So our Frieza's not going to do nearly as much damage as I would like for him to do. But it's going to be better than nothing. And we're also going to remember that Tech Sin is going to do pretty good damage to him, so I think I'll be okay. We should be fine. Alright. Oh, Omega's not really doing as much as I'd like for him to do. Remember, Omega does kind of fall off after a few turns because he loses the guaranteed additional super attack. We're really not doing a whole lot of damage. And this is also kind of like a weakness of Fat Buu, where yeah, he's gonna be able to stack up a bit in here, but he's not doing damage for us, like, at all. We would need someone who did significantly more damage than this. Like, Frieza can do great damage. Phenomenal damage. But not if, he's not getting hit as much as I'd like. I think this is just gonna be a straight loss. With 4 turns of domain, though. I mean, maybe. I'm just kind of nervous for the next turn. That's the one that I'm like kind of iffy on. Okay, good. So we got 7 orbs there. That's good. And that's fine. Alright. Texan's gonna have to do a good amount of damage. Omega's gonna have to... He's gonna have to hit a hidden potential super attack for me to feel like a lot more comfortable with this. Same thing with Frieza. I think my Frieza will have that try to hit a hidden potential super. Actually, can he? No, he can. Yeah, my Frieza's 69%. I don't have 55% Frieza. He has a little bit of additional on him. Yeah, we're really not doing a whole lot. It looks like the intro for Omega ran out, right? So the massive attack buff that our whole team gets is just gone. So we're just gonna have to like maximize the damage from our domain. I guess it's really gonna depend on how much Frieza's doing. If more of those attacks in slot 3 were before Frieza attacked, it'd be a lot better. Oh, and we're gonna have to attack break, yeah. Yikes. Gonna attack break the super attack though. I guess this does highlight one of the issues I've been constantly talking about with Fat Buu, where if you're in a fight where you're not able to just kill the boss outright before Fat Buu like has his full utilization, you can kind of struggle because Fat Buu basically does 0 damage. Like let's make it clear, Fat Buu does actually nothing damage-wise. So him not contributing at all to a boss that's tanky enough to eat our hits, especially in like a longer fight, can become a little tricky. Alright, where are the supers? Both right away. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna pop LOOKBACK's active. That'll give him a little bit of extra defense. That's quite good. Do I think he would live it, though? I think he is our best bet. So he has guard, right, at least. Well, Mega doesn't have guard. Mega just has stats and some damage reduction. I think, yeah, I think our best bet is to just put Rose there and see how he does. This is the third turn of Broly, so it's a little spooky. Let's just see it. Like, if this straight up kills us, then nothing we can really do about that one, really. Yeah, okay. That's just a... what are you gonna do? Well, it's decent enough for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!